So, you guys might be wondering where I've been this past couple of weeks, and let's just say I had a very good reason why. It was a bit of a combination between finals at school and me working seemingly non-stop, which left absolutely zero time to do anything Aaro fix related. I mean, school finals are extremely torturous. It's not just because I suck at most of them. Anyways, part of the reason I haven't been uploading is because I was also deciding how to go about making some videos. And some videos just don't make the cut sometimes. But I have got a few plans that will keep this going for another long while. I got some teardowns coming up, destruction videos, and lots of other fun things planned. So I hope you guys are ready for it, and let's get into this video, shall we? Cheap tablets. Some are pretty cheap now, such as this Kobe Kairos that I did a video on a few months back. Now, I obviously don't know how much this was back in the day, but since this was one of the first Android tablets, I'd say it was a decent lot of cash. The build of this tablet almost feels like a cross between an iPhone 3GS and a 4. And some are pretty high quality, such as this first generation iPad. Now, calling this cheap nowadays is a bit of an understatement, since recently, these old things have been going up in price exactly like the first generation iPhone. For one in decent condition like this, you're looking between $40 to $100 to pick one up. But today, we're going to show you a brand new tablet that's in between that range. Today we're going to be talking about this big boy, and the first thing you may notice is that it's by a brand you probably don't recognize. And yes, DragonTouch is a pretty unknown brand, but they make very high-rated, affordable tablets for the masses. This is their Notepad K10 model, which is one of their most popular. And no, this video is not sponsored by DragonTouch. Otherwise, it would have blur out all the other brand names in the background. I'm just really kind of liking this brand so far. I also like the box design, toned down and not too obnoxious. Unlike some other less desirable brands. Yes, my tablet comes in a goldfish box. Anyways, enough ranting. Let's look for anything funny on the box. Ooh, HD screen. I would hope so. On the back here it tells you some specs, such as it has a decent battery, crappy cameras, Wi-Fi, Android 10, with 2 gigs of RAM of 64 gigs of storage. And if I flip it around, it just kind of says the same thing over again on the front. But if it does have all the things it says it does, that means this boy is better than a Kindle. And really, to be honest, it isn't that hard to beat one. It also looks like the side bezels are smaller than a Kindle's as well, although the top and bottom ones are still pretty big. Anyways, let's get to opening this big boy. And of course, to do that, we need the trusty bladed boy. Dollar store quality and ready for action. Let's just hope I don't stab the box wrong. And looks like it survived my shaky hands. Let's put this boy away before he does any more damage. Wow, that plastic came off easily. Now let's figure out how to open this boy. I think it's one of those side pull-out ones. Come on, I don't want to rip you. There we go. Man, that was hard. Now let's get this whatever you want to call it out of here. Now this boy isn't in an Apple package, so does it have the slide out feature? Oh yeah, it does. Let's see if it slides out nicely or if I'm gonna have to shake it violently. Looks like violent shaking it is. Come on, you little. There we go. After a little manual pulling, it finally dropped out. Ah, you can smell that wonderful plastic smell. Just wonderful. Anyways, let's reveal the boy. We just have to remove this foam, which is probably the nicest high quality foam I've ever held in my life. It just feels so nice. Sorry, we're not here for the foam, are we? We're here for this nice looking boy. That seems to have a lot of text on it that we need to read. Or not read. There's that option as well. Anyways, in true Aaro Fix fashion, we'll put this boy off to the side to get to the other less important things. And there we go. Just a great use of space, DragonTouch. It's just perfect. And the charging... Oh yes, it's USB-C. Finally something that's new that actually comes with one. Ooh, they even gave us some appetizers. Save that for later. Now let's get this other stuff out of here. How good is this brick? Oh, it's just your basic 5-volt. You can't win them all, I guess. Even this thing is missing something. Oh, wait just 1 minute. Looks like this boy escaped from its plastic cage. Whatever, I won't force you to go back to it. Let's open this USB-C cable instead. Initially, I was excited to get another USB-C cable, but now, the closer I look at it, the more ugly it looks. I mean, just look at this chunky end. Anyways, let's get these boys out of here. And get to the fun paper bits. We have a pretty nice warranty card. That orange is obnoxious though. And then we have a thick boy manual. I mean, just look at that size. Now, just how much of that is usable? Well, I opened it to another language's part first, so that's a bad sign. I guess all the thickness here might be for show. Let's find the table of contents. Yeah, we only find use out of it around the first 14 pages. And the German section for me, since I can somewhat understand that. So yeah, that was the uninteresting part. Now let's clean up this mess I made and get to this boy. I'm very excited to open and turn on this boy. This was the one tablet I really wanted, and for a good reason. I'll show you that reason after I open it. Wow, this screen is reflective. You can even see my face in it. Ooh, and the backside of this boy looks so good. I don't know why, but it kinda reminds me of the back of an iPhone 6S. Oh, and the reason I got this boy is because it has this little port right here. Now, that port is a mini HDMI, which means you can plug this boy into any old TV and watch whatever you want. And for a person who still doesn't have a smart TV, this is a game changer. Anyways, let's pull off this protector. And there it is, in all its blindingly shining glory. You can see the Zen phone, the ceiling fan, and my ugly face. Why hello there, Zero Emotions man. How are you doing this fine day? No Kindles in the forecast, right? Anyways, let's get this plastic stuff off the back as well. I'll first put it on this bag so I don't scratch the screen. Oh, look at that peel. That was pretty clean. Now I just have to get rid of this ugly sticker. And I usually stick it somewhere on the packaging, just in case I ever need it. Although I never usually do. I actually don't really know what that sticker is for in the first place. But, as I already said, I never really use it, so it must not be that important. Everything else about this boy is important though. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to show you guys the other cool feature this boy has. And that's this weird and unique micro SD card slot. That seems like it's gonna break. Come on, just work with me here. There we go. And under that panel is a SD card slot and some fake SIM slots, which would be real if I got the higher end model. But of course, I'm too cheap for that. Besides, who needs a mobile plan for a tablet? Anyways, let's get this finicky panel back on this boy. Ha! I just realized that this panel kinda reminds me of the Epson TV I did a video on a few months ago. Alright, let's turn this boy on. Pretty basic so far. We'll let him think for a bit. Look at that camera. You can tell it's off-centered. Probably since there's another camera on the other side. Ooh, a fancy animation. DragonTouch, you're spoiling us. At least this doesn't take as long as an iPad to boot up. Speaking of which, we're already here. Wow, that was fast. And this thing has a pretty good battery, seeing as it looks like it's still at around 80%. Let's get into it. Hopefully that's just starting up slowness and not actual slowness. Well, first I'll set up most of it off camera, so I'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, I'm back. And I got this rather nice looking boy set up and ready to go. It also seems to run pretty smoothly as well. And as soon as I say that, it glitches out madly. But besides that, it runs pretty smoothly. It has everything you would expect a cheap tablet running Android 10 would have. Okay, the animations are smooth, but they are pretty slow. It's not too bad, but it's just super slow. Like, just look at this when I go back and forth. Anyways, let's check out us on YouTube, shall we? Okay, update. Come on. That took a while. And I don't think that the Play Store is even updated yet. Yeah, look at the old logo on that boy. Let's at least try Google instead. Okay. I get it, just sign in. You can see that the sheen of the screen is making the camera go crazy. Let's try YouTube on the web. YouTube. Come on, Wi-Fi. I believe in you. Why does anything running Android automatically bring me to the app version? I purposely wanted the web version. Come on, Play Store. Just update the stuff and things. While we're waiting for the Play Store to do its thing, let's check out the things I forgot to show you guys. First, on this side we have the buttons and a headphone jack. On these other few sides we have literally nothing. And on the top, we have the USB-C port and the mini HDMI port I've already shown you guys. Hopefully this camera app works while we're waiting. Yeah, do these things ever end? Okay, guess it doesn't like me. And now I'm sad. Let's try this again. Oh, I must have hit the wrong button. Wow, this camera is decent. I mean, it's not that good, but it beats the Kindle. You can see my messy desk in it, so that's all that matters. And yeah, I guess I was right about the decent camera bit. Let's try out the front-facing camera. Oh wow, that's a whole lot worse than the rear one. But, still better than a Kindle. How many different screen rotations are there? Oh, I guess we can't turn it all the way around. You win, DragonTouch, you win. So anyways, this boy is a pretty unique tablet. It has a big, nice quality screen, which easily smashes some lower quality alternatives. And it actually has usable cameras compared to yours truly. So yeah, I obviously think this boy is a pretty nice tablet. And I would recommend this to anyone who wants to get a Kindle. Because it is really better at everything. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Remember that I'll never stop my anti-Kindle crusade until I actually make a good one. And don't forget to comment on what you want to see next on the channel. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.